I used to work under the table for this. It was like a serving job, except I didn't serve. I was a busboy.
Yeah,
So
didn't graduate.
Yeah, I know. They were like, "Do you want to run food?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that," because I used to eat it off the plates after.
Yeah.
That's like,
I
that's
would
living,
totally
baby.
do
I've
that.
done that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's the best.
Yeah.
I think people who don't do that are like crazy.
Yeah,
Because you can assess who's clean,
Yeah.
and I used to work at this one
Yeah.
place, like untouched steaks.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm like, that's an expensive piece of meat.
yeah. Like I've eaten ribs like off the end that they ate, like
As
on
they're
the other
eating
end,
it.
because you know how there's like two sides of a rib.
Yeah.
There's two stories on a
You
rib.
could you could just like not eat that middle connector.
Yeah. I didn't
And
eat the
then-
bone. I didn't like my teeth just barely grazed the bone.
Yeah.
On the other side of that bone was a flood of germs.
Yeah.
from rich horse racing people.
Oh.
That's what our town had. Horse, or it was like horse jumping. They would jump horses.
Where's
Oh,
that?
you mean like
Saugerties, way upstate. Not way upstate.
like the rodeo?
Yeah, kinda. It was like a kind of waspy rodeo.
Oh,
The all
equestrians?
rodeos are waspy.
Yeah, equestrian. They would put like a
Like the
thing-
women with like the sun hats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no racing, so like nobody was betting on it.
Oh.
So like if you wanted to go and see a show, you just saw a bunch of horses do the things that like dogs do when they like run through the tunnel, and then like it's all pretty like.
that sounds
lame
kinda
stuff.
lame.
But it's all
Yeah.
like kids are doing it?
Yeah, it's like probably like 18 is like the oldest that they would put on a horse.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, it brought a lot of weirdos in, a lot of like rich people and just people who
Wait, what? Sounds like you're making this up.
no, this
What are you talking about?
brought in a lot of rich folk. We didn't like the rich folk.
Where do you grow up?
I grew up in a Stephen King prologue. No, it was just like they came into our town when I was
Where?
like Saugerties, small town where I'm from.
He's like not saying it.
You're kind of you're saying our town like we know your origin story.
Well, I guess it's because like I assume everyone who listens is from my town.
Right.
So I have to play
do you
to
guys,
that
like,
audience.
have people from your high school who are like following you still?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make you uncomfortable?
No.
Yeah. Some. I mean imagine they're like, we were so wrong about her. She's so cool.
Yeah.
right?
That's what I like to believe in my head.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's making it in his dream, and
Do you-
not like oh,
Because that's
he's a
what they probably
floundering
think we
open
are.
micer.
Like they see that we get on stage and they're like, "Oh, they're famous now."
Do you ever post a clip and you see that it has like so many shares,
Yeah, dude.
not proportionate to
Yeah.
the likes, and you're like, okay, who
That is-
Am I
they're
an inside joke.
yeah, there's definitely people talking shit.
they are
Yeah.
shit talking
Yeah.
100%.
Still, all for that daddy algo.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Yeah, haters make me stronger.
I took this internet quiz the other day to see what my real gender was, because you know how you never know.
No,
You took an internet.
You know how you can be a boy your whole life, but you never really know.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
So I took this quiz, and there's good
That's so
news
me.
and bad news. The good news is I'm a woman,
oh,
but the bad news is I'm an ugly woman.
How do you know? Tell you if you're ugly.
No, I'm just me as is.
Oh.
what were some of the questions?
It was like,
It was like, do you like pink?
yeah, it's like, what do you think about when you're falling asleep and stuff? And I have very like non-sexual thoughts when I'm falling asleep, so I'm a woman.
Oh,
What?
No.
is that?
That I'm a man, I guess.
Do all men always have sexual thoughts at night?
I think so. I think most men have sexual thoughts all the time.
Interesting.
That's what I assume. I don't know. I've never surveyed.
I thought everybody did.
What if it's
Probably.
50-50? What am I?
I'm not gonna lie. I never took a quiz.
Oh. You're just soft launching becoming a
just-
woman.
I was trying to try a joke out. You guys are like, you're an ugly woman.
Yeah. Well, this is real life, so excuse me for taking you at your word.
Sorry.
Sorry, gender dysphoria is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that show instead of euphoria, dysphoria? It's the same show. Zenyatta's like,
That's funny.
I'm a boy.
Zenyatta?
I'm a hot little boy.
Zenyatta.
Isn't that her name, Zenyatta?
No.
What is it?
Well, actually,
Zendaya.
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 Oh,
Zenyatta.
that's how I bring up when comics tell me their name. That they're like, I'm like Shaniqua. Oh, I'm gonna call you Cheyenne. No, you guys had a guy on your show. I forget his name, but he told me his name.
You
Oh,
had to
fuck.
bring him up.
Yeah, what is his name? Do you know who I'm talking about? He's like
No.
the Indian guy.
A Lingon?
No.
We didn't.
No, it was a guy who opened for like Hassan Minaj or whatever.
Oh, Osama?
No, Jabron.
Jabron
Salim.
Salim.
That's
He
not
said
that
his name,
hard.
and I'm like reciting
that
it
is
like
a
a
little
Harry
bit.
Potter spell
Yeah.
in my head. I'm like Jabron
Yeah.
Salim. And then I get up on stage. I'm like Gerald Salvador.
Yeah, pretty sure.
And I just like shook his hand. My hand's soaking wet. He's like, "Hey, everybody." Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Do you ever have to host at Broadway?
No.
Oh, that's good. Because
I-
Broadway gets a lot of like aliens in there
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I did
Dude, one time I bombed and I got like heckle bombed there.
That's happened. That place is crazy.
Like, someone was literally like, "Be funny." I'm not even kidding.
Oh,
I had two girls talk about me while I was on stage there, and then I was like, "Oh, what are you guys talking about?" It was like I knew it was me, and they were like, "Just do your jokes." I was like,
Oh, that's so
God.
demeaning.
Yeah.
I
Like,
left my body.
do your jokes so we can continue this conversation.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's terrible.
At a bar show, I had this. It was like everyone had just left. It was like a bachelor party was there, and then as they're saying my name, everyone's just filing out. So it was just like the stragglers left, and I'm like doing some jokes, just bombing, and this woman is just like sitting at the bar with her boyfriend. She's just like got like a martini, like twirling it with the olive, and she's just like, "Why don't you tell a joke?" And I was like, "Well, maybe I will tell a joke." And then like I told a joke. Nobody laughed. Like, she's just like, "You're supposed to be funny." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you're supposed to shut the fuck up." Like, you know, when you're so mad, like you can't even think. I was just so mad, so I was just like, "Well, you should shut up" or whatever, just bombing. And I got off stage, and the host is like, "Let's give it up for he's like, "Let's give it up for out of shape Channing Tatum." And like I was so pissed.
Dude.
I was just like, whatever.
That's the worst show ever.
And then the woman goes, "That's generous." She said, "That's generous."
They just killed you.
Man.
Yeah, so I
They-
stopped in my tracks. I was like walking out the door. I stopped and I turned around and like the host was like kind of talking. I just interrupted him and pointed at the woman. I was like, "You're a mean woman.
Oh my god.
You are a mean
that's
woman."
good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
stood
that's
up for
good.
You
myself.
should have, yeah.
Yeah.
What did she say?
And then the host was like, "Come on now, everybody's fine," like whatever. And
what did she say?
she didn't say anything. She
Mm.
knows. She knows she's a mean woman.
Yeah.
I had a guy in Long Island, I'll never go back, call me fat while I was on stage.
Wow.
And then his wife was like backing him up, like cheering for him.
What? So he just goes fat.
Well, because I have a joke about how I lost weight. And he was like, "We don't see it."
Oh my God.
And then his wife was like, "Ah, like
Oh
go,
my
honey."
God.
And
No,
then
that's crazy.
and the crowd was like, it was a fundraiser for a Long Island college baseball team.
Okay.
So everyone was just that person.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
Oh,
not like
yeah.
a mixed. There's like no one there that's like a little bit me.
No.
Yeah.
No one that's a little bit sober either.
No, it was just like
Yeah.
the worst people in the world. And they were like, yeah. And also this guy was like fat as fuck. And like his wife was ugly. I was like, you guys are terrible
Yeah.
people.
They just feel bad about their own lives.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I like Long Island though. Long Island loves me.
I'm sure they do. They don't get me.
Those are my people.
You should do what is it, Govs? Or is
Governors.
that Staten Island?
Governors,
Is
yeah.
that
That's
Staten
where it
Island?
was.
Was that Govs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared, dude.
Are you going there?
I might, because
I'm down.
Olga told me to go.
You should.
But I'm scared, though.
This was also different, like, because it was.
I don't know, though.
It was.
What is it, Staten Island? I still don't know if
fundraiser.
it's Staten Island. It's Long Island?
Long Island, yeah.
I feel like they
also-
like a specific type of comedy.
Yeah, they like
They
a
like
guy that kinda
old school
stinks.
comedy. Like
Yeah.
the difference between Dominicans and black people.
Yeah, they just want you
You
to
know
talk
what I mean?
about anyone that's not white.
Yeah.
Like, you know what's out there? I used to have a joke that would probably work great there. It was about how I, like...
I think all your jokes will probably work great there.
It was about how, like, I didn't have glasses for a long time. I missed out on how much I was, like, wasn't seeing. And I, like, put glasses on. I was like, guys, there are so many Chinese people. Because there are. You wouldn't have noticed without glasses.
I feel like that wouldn't do well even at
No.
They'd be like,
It didn't do well at Black Cat.
Yeah.
I've been bombing lately. Big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, me too. I bombed yesterday.
That one video you put up was super funny.
Oh, the dryer thing?
No, it's like
What?
it was like how you know your set is
Oh,
going well.
when
You're
I
just
was
like,
like,
it's just like crickets in the audience. You know, are you guys lonely? Just the word, like just like
Isn't that
I
crazy?
just got the light, so I gotta get off the stage soon. Are you guys lonely?
Can you believe that?
Yeah,
I
how was
almost-
that? Was it bad before that?
Yeah.
Where was this?
At New York.
Uh,
I almost put like hard posted that as a real dude. At the start of this year, I had this fantasy of like posting reels, but like only posting my bombs.
Yeah,
Which
that'd
I
be
think it
funny.
would be so funny, but it also is like, you know, then you just look like a bad comic.
Yeah.
Like-
You don't want to be like coined as a bad comic.
Yeah.
wait,
You want to be coined as a sexy, funny comic.
Dude.
just sexy. That's all. I don't want to be good at comedy. I just want people to think I'm hot.
Yeah.
Wait, did I send you that clip of I sent it to a lot of people. It's like this comic. I don't know her. Wait, is shit talking? I don't know. I've never seen her before, but she's like, this is the difference between a good set and a bad set, or like how the room could make it different.
Oh, she'd posted like 2 different videos.
Yeah, but like it was
Oh.
the same reaction.
Oh.
Didn't I?
Wait, but it was her on stage, like
Yeah, but she was like, I'm
And
gonna
she
teach
was
you
like,
guys a
"Look at
lesson
the
as
difference."
a stand up. And I was like,
Awkward.
I was like, totally, girl.
yeah. I love
Dude.
getting advice in stand up.
Everything people post is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I hate it. I hate everything about comedy.
Yeah.
Other than being on stage. That's the best part. Everything else really fucking sucks. I thought about
Yeah.
posting just all of my open mics, the whole thing. Just videotaping open mics.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
Posting it.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
I
post.
just feel so out of it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because there's like this stuff that you have to do, supposedly. Like, you have to like regularly post reels and stuff or whatever.
hmm
But like, whenever I start doing that, I like lose touch with what I even care to do. Like, I just stop caring about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I feel like you also kind of, like, once you post something, it feels like it's done.
Yeah, it feels weird saying it on stage the next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
feel so cheap. You're like,
Like, you guys must have heard this one
I know,
already.
I know.
It got
You guys
35
know
likes.
this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm bringing out an old hit for you guys.
Yeah.
It does feel like that. It
Yeah.
feels robotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like you kind of you might miss things like that when you're just kind of like galloping through it. Like
Yeah.
like you can kind of miss little like tags or something. I don't know. A lot of times, like I'll think of something that kind of makes it better,
Mhm.
like years after doing
I
it.
know.
You know? And it's like, oh, this
What
is
the
never
fuck?
done. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to get good at comedy.
yeah. I'm
But
clinging.
then I'll...
Because remember the days when you had to get good at something and nobody saw you get good at
Yeah.
Yeah.
it? That was an
Dude,
interesting
I wish
time.
I was doing comedy not now.
I
Like,
know.
I wish I was like
I know, dude.
20 in the 90s.
I know, dude.
It sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and everyone's like calling us gay because we're not like talking about the N word and stuff.
Wait, what?
Because wasn't it like so much wilder then?
In the nut. Oh, yeah. So we would be what? We would be the ones who.
Like, older comics think we're soft?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
you think so?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm,
Like
ed-
Dom
I'm
Herrera.
edgy.
You know that guy?
No.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
I know the name. I used to like always watch like all those old Comedy Cellar roasts.
Yeah, he's just like a wise guy. They're all
Yeah,
wise
yeah.
guys at a certain point. Like Don Rickles.
Yeah.
All those old guys.
I don't-
Well, those
I don't
guys
know.
were like, "Hey, my wife called
Yeah.
me."
Yeah, they're like the my wife comics.
Yeah.
God, I hate my fucking
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah. That's kind of
Dude.
interesting because it was My Wife Comics, then it turned into My Children.
Oh, well, isn't it
Oh.
always kind of my children?
Kind
I
of,
feel
but
like that
I think
still
like
happens.
I don't think people really talked about it that much in like when they were wearing like suits on stage.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, they were more just like, you ever go to the grocery store and get a...
And the nurse or the cashier is a little slow in the head. You know what I'm talking about. We all have a cousin who's been kicked in the head by a horse. And it's like, oh, we have had a cousin who's been kicked.
Yeah.
I got nothing else to talk about.
Yay! That segment.
Are you guys tired?
I'm
Oh, yeah.
I'm
exhausted.
tired.
I haven't had. This is after this. I'll have my weekend until tomorrow.
Oh.
It's like my only downtime is after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a concert on Friday. I was up till 7 a.m.
Wow, what
God.
concert?
It was Zed's Dead
Mm.
and a bunch of other guys. Yeah. Very like wah, 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 wah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
what kind
Can
of
you
music
take
is
anything?
that?
It's like I don't even know. It's just some kind of electronic dubstep kind of thing. But yeah, I took mushrooms at like midnight.
Oh.
Oh
And then
yeah.
I was just up all
Was it
night.
good? Was it a good trip?
It was okay. I feel like the ones I have are like fake. I feel like they're faking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Because I haven't felt that like
Oh, you gotta
glowing
you gotta
thing.
take a yeah.
yeah.
I have
It's
a
always
ton
a
of real
dose thing, I
ones.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, because when I first took them, it was always real mushrooms.
Yeah.
And you always take more because you're like, oh, I'm not feeling it yet. And then you take
Yeah.
more, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah.
One time I was with my friends, and we were watching a movie, and like we were just flying through the universe on mushrooms. And I'm laying on a couch, and this is like 2 hours into the movie, and they're both sitting on a couch. And for some reason, like, the idea compelled me that one of them needed to sit on this couch. So I just like shot up and I was like, oh, Henry, wait, did you want to sit here? And they just started bursting out laughing. I was like, wait, oh, okay, yeah. Just so
This
stupid.
is on mushrooms?
Yeah.
Seems like a high thing to do.
I know. This was when mushrooms were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now-
now they're crazy.
Yeah,
They're
they
sicko
used to be a
mode.
drug. Yeah, now I feel like at a Travis Scott concert,
Yeah.
everyone rushing the stage on me.
We're all dead.
Yeah, now I just cry.
No,
Every time.
I was telling Patty I had a bad trip, and
Recently?
I wrote down one thing, and I like opened my document the next day or my laptop the next day. It just said, "Whoever invented daddy issues nailed it." It's so sad.
That's the takeaway.
It's kind of true though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like whoever thought of it got it.
Yeah.
Oh, here's something I thought of when I was on mushrooms that
Yeah.
maybe you shouldn't
Mhm.
think about when you're on mushrooms, but I feel like you'll understand this
Okay.
a little bit because I thought in my head I was like, I feel like Malia has the same thought. You know when you see someone with like a disability, like they're missing like arms or legs or
Mhm.
something, and they're just like so overly happy, like they're just like enjoying life like a lot. Like, doesn't that kind of be like you don't have to maybe take it back a notch?
Wait, you think they're like faking it? Kinda?
Yeah, it seems like a little fake, kind of like a little like, come on, like you. How happy would
Yeah,
you be if you had your
yeah.
legs?
Yeah, definitely.
That's how happy you seem right now.
Don't you feel like if I were someone who's like missing limbs, like now the huge thing is like on TikTok or the internet, it's like this person with no limbs is a ballerina. Like if I didn't have limbs, I'd be like, hey, can we just chill? Like, why do
Yeah.
I need to be like
Yeah,
a surfer
definitely.
or
Yeah.
a rock climber or like doing
Can
like
you imagine how shitty the normal disabled people
Yeah.
feel? Like, I'm just fucking disabled.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd want to be strapped to like a big guy's back, just like tap him on the head, tell him where to go.
Dude, yeah, you can't even take
Yeah.
a break, even if
Yeah.
you're disabled. Gotta do some shit.
It's, everything is so extreme now. It's
Yeah.
like every article is like this 5-year-old just sold a $10 billion tech company. It's like, okay, great.
Yeah. I know, right?
Kiwi had a funny joke about that, about Like the first blind guy climbed Mount Everest, and they're like,
Oh
"Why?
yeah.
Did it smell really good up there?"
Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah, there's that guy, like the Life Without Limits guy, who's got no limbs.
Mhm.
Life Without Limbs is what it should have been called. But I always thought it'd be funny if like you go
Or
on like a
spelled
date with someone.
limits.
Like if you were
Yeah.
like, if you wanted to do a nice thing for like a guy who had
Mhm.
no limbs, and you like were like, let's go out on a nice date, whatever. Just be there for just a date, whatever. And you go, and like at the end of the night, he's like, well, we should fuck, and you'd be like, fuck, how? And like somehow he still has his dick. Wouldn't that be kind of funny?
Wait, what's the
If
nice
a guy
thing that you
had
would do
no
to him?
arms and legs, but he still had his dick.
Wait, but I thought you said the nice thing you would do for him.
Fuck
Well, then
him.
you'd have to fuck
Oh,
him.
it was you would fuck him.
Yeah. He's gotta like hold him.
I would.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice, right?
There's like this. Have you seen online? There's like this couple where it's like this crazy like guy who's like all tiny and shriveled up, and
Like he's old?
no,
Does he have
no, he
all
has
of
something
his-
wrong with him.
He's got all of his.
I think he has all of his limbs, but he's like just all shrivelly.
Okay. Like that.
Like a
SpongeBob
raisin?
lady? Yeah.
Oh, like chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate.
I think about that like once every 2
Wait,
weeks.
So
he's
what-
just all shriveled up. Wait, can I show you?
Yeah.
Wait.
I can look
um,
it up. Shriveled up TikTok star.
No, wait, like, I don't know if other people say he's shriveled
Yeah.
up. That's kind of.
It'll just be like some mom on TikTok.
Shriveled.
All
But
right.
he's like dating this woman who's like kind of like a normal, attractive woman, and it's like, what the fuck?
Wow. So
Like-
she must be into that.
Dude, I don't know what, but it's like, and like they never like really explain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like they'll always be like, "We love each other." It's like, but come on,
Yeah,
what happened? Tell us.
Maybe he burned up in a fire that like she started. Like, so she feels like attached to him.
Oh, I wouldn't even do it.
How shriveled is he?
Yeah, can you show it?
I
to
need
I'm
me?
to
trying
see.
to. All right, let's. What do you think I look up? Like
Shrivel. I'll just say shriveled
women-
TikTok star
alright.
yielded nothing.
Dude, but, like, shriveled is kind of like my own phrasing of it.
Crispy.
I feel like you're just gonna pull up like a 60-year-old man.
Okay, what is it? Let's say like we'll just
You're like, what's
we'll
on
start
this
with,
guy?
like
He's wrinkled.
disabled man, disabled guy, and girlfriend maybe or wife. Oh, I fucking found it right away.
No way.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
no way
Oh,
that
yeah.
worked.
Dude, check this out. Look at this.
Wait.
Okay, this is. Well, you're gonna have to put this on the screen, but this is the wife. Okay, that's him, right? That's the wife. Isn't that wild?
That is pretty wild.
That's insane.
That's him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe he just like writes really nice poems.
Maybe he has a huge dick.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's why he's in the
Maybe-
wheelchair.
Maybe.
It hurts his back too much.
Oh my
It does
God,
look
I
like
thought
all
this
the
was-
blood in his body is going somewhere that's not his neck and arms. So she just
They
like
would
she's married.
have had a TLC show 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess they're married, which is crazy.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be no one else around in that town.
Maybe they're from your town.
Yeah, maybe.
Socrates?
Yeah, Socrates.
Socrates.
Yeah, Socrates. Everyone would call it sugar titties, though. We didn't find that funny. It's not a-
You seem
not
like
even
you
close
really
to
rep
sugar
for your town.
yeah, it's a good town. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool. I
yeah.
love
He's like a
Jimmy
notorious alcoholic too. Like every single person in our town.
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
big
there's
drinking
rumors that
town.
he and Ariana Grande used to bang.
Wow.
Have you heard that?
No.
Which is so scandalous.
That is pretty scandalous.
Isn't he married?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and that's why she was on the show all the time. 'Cause,
Wow.
like, actually, I don't know why that would make sense, but since we're banging, we
He's
gotta
just like really
put
horny.
you
He's
on the
like,
show all
I guess
the
we got to book Ariana.
time. Yeah,
Well,
but I
that's
guess-
probably so hot. You're like, it's this like global secret.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
You're, like,
can you
flaunting it
imagine?
on the TV?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the Pete Davidson effect all
Of-
over again.
of what?
Just like everyone wants to fuck Pete Davidson.
oh yeah. Do people want to fuck Jimmy Fallon?
I'd imagine
No,
like
so
he's got a
annoying.
lot of charisma.
Yeah.
A lot of charisma.
I think
he's
he's
got this
cool.
show.
I like
He also
him.
walks onto set. He's the man. Everyone's
Yeah.
answering to him.
Yeah, yeah.
He's also light and aloof and keeps things
Yeah, definitely.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't do it for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it his laugh?
He's
It's like,
Yeah, it's just like I like
That's
it's
pretty
not
good.
that funny.
yeah. Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
But he's
that
a showman, you know?
Yeah, he is a showman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like he doesn't have the darkness that I need in a
Yeah.
person.
That's the one
He
thing
might,
about
you know,
Conan.
deep down.
Conan had a hue of darkness.
Conan, yeah,
Yeah.
Conan I'd fuck
Definitely.
He was
He
the
is
best.
darkness.
You
Yeah.
you would go for Conan?
over Jimmy. Yeah,
Interesting.
Wow, that is
Yeah. I
interesting.
feel like
Yeah.
Jimmy might have it, though, you know? Deep
Jimmy's
down.
yeah, he's in New York. Conan would be like, "Whoa, drop it like it's hot. Wow,
No, he won't.
hot pussy. Look at that.
No.
Wow."
No.
And then he starts doing the floss thing. And then you
No.
never know.
What about Jimmy Kimmel? You know?
Jimmy Kimmel's probably a dog.
yeah.
Yeah. He's too conventional, though, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like a.
Mm,
You know
Till he
what I'm
plays "My Wife Has Cancer" card.
saying? Does his wife have cancer?
Yeah, she did.
Oh.
He would just
really?
talk about that on the show all the time. Or maybe it was,
his
child.
son. Yeah,
His
I was
son
like,
has
that's a really
cancer.
sick family they have.
The Kimmels.
Maybe eat some spinach, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure, boy. You
What's going
know?
on in the Kimmel household?
Gotta start to
Dude.
wonder.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but like this is what TV like used to be like, where David Letterman had the Letterman show, and then he like cheated on his wife with one of his interns or something, or
Mhm.
somebody who worked at the office, and then like,
Some skirt in the office. Some broad.
it came out, and he had to like apologize live on TV for like doing that. He did it like as soon as it came out. It's like you should have done it before it came out, but
Dang.
either way, they had to do that. Like that's not really a thing anymore.
No,
I
that
don't think.
happens all the time.
Yeah,
Well, they just
No.
fired those two people having an affair at CNN or whatever.
yeah. Oh yeah. What were their
Oh,
names?
really?
Something.
Yeah,
something or
I
other.
think it's.
Amy Robach. This is a woman.
I think that's weird, or at least in the news, because it's like, I don't need my newscaster to be like totally like pure, and I don't
they
care.
can let him fuck.
Just tell me the news.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
as long as
let
you're not-
him.
This just in, your penis.
Yeah.
Like that.
That was good.
That's good.
Breaking news, I'm pregnant.
Coming up next, me.
Wow, you guys.
Yeah.
Like you guys agreed on this beforehand.
Sorry, we practiced it.
This is news from bed.
Hi, this is news from bed. I'm in bed, and this is the news. Why didn't you guys tell me my hat was fucked up?
This is not supposed to look like that. This is supposed to look like.
Doctors revealed that the reverse cowgirl is the most dangerous sex position for men, especially if we're the ones on top. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It's like scrolling, so you're gonna have to hit pause.
A French woman was struck by a meteorite while relaxing on her terrace. While the woman is only suffering minor injuries, the meteorite is being treated for chlamydia. Haha, that's pretty good. There you go.
Okay. Do I have to hit play or something?
No.
A 104-year-old veteran claims what allowed him to live so long were Jim Beam and Jack Daniels, his two loving gay fathers.
Great joke, Chloe. Kevin Spacey has been acquitted of all 9 sexual offense charges he faced in London. But something tells me he hasn't acquitted raping yet.
Like that one. In Australia, an 89-year-old woman was beaten to death by a fellow nursing home resident. The residents were all devastated that it wasn't one of the nurses.
It's like one of those old jokes you got.
The winners of the Pamela Anderson Playboy contest have been revealed. They've also announced who they are.
That's a good one, Malia.
That's pretty good.
Oh, this one. This is a very interesting story. A drunk Delta passenger sexually assaulted a mother and her 16-year-old daughter after drinking 10 vodkas and a glass of wine. You really shouldn't have had that glass of wine.
That's very funny. I like that one. Subway has agreed to give free sandwiches for life to a person who agrees to legally change their name to Subway. They'll also have to legally change their toilet paper to wet wipes.
This has been news from bed.
And,
Good night.
Oh, good night. Did you ever hear, like, there were some granola bars that were, like, rumored to have estrogen in them?
No.
You know, like...
Plan B. That's Plan B.
Which one?
You know,
like the
like
chewy
you
ones?
know Luna bars?
No.
Oh,
Luna
no,
bars?
those
You
are
know
just because
Luna-
they're like marketed towards women.
Oh, but I heard a rumor that they had estrogen in them.
That would be pretty
Was
funny.
it from Patty?
That it would. They said like it would give you boobs and stuff. So when I was in middle school, I was like,
You ate
Just
6 a day.
Just walking around like...
just waiting for those double D's to come in.
Any day now. Oh man. Yeah, it's so funny that we like I was thinking about like in high school because like when you're in like 8th or 9th grade, like we would just get boners randomly.
Oh yeah, not me, but I saw a kid
Oh
in
my
English
God.
class.
I wish guys
It was
did that
scary.
now.
It was
Is it-
terrifying.
like it does happen. Like
That's
sometimes, but like we're just better at hiding it.
awesome.
But like, is there a more like embarrassing thing to just be like, I'm horny? Like,
I remember this
it's
kid.
it's like a flare.
Dead
like,
giveaway.
yeah, dead. And like, if you just get a
Imagine for
boner, in
women-
pub, you can get in trouble for just
That's
being
like
horny.
that's like
in public.
Yeah.
so slutty. Like imagine if women like every time you got horny, you had to like rub your tits or something.
Yeah. They just merge into one big one. It just balloons out.
That'd be crazy.
That would be so crazy.
Yeah.
It would be
Nope.
fun. Yeah, but you don't really see boners a lot anymore. Let's bring them back, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pop tent.
I mean, you see a lot of penises in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not erect. Sometimes.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're always working on it, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably hard to get
some degree
fully
of
erect if
erectness.
you're homeless.
Well, this guy on the
Why?
train was.
What do you mean?
Diet,
Oh,
drugs.
I guess. Yeah.
being bummed out that you're homeless.
Yeah, that's the final straw.
I just can't get it up.
Yeah. Sorry.
We talked about like you can't be homeless unless you try being gay first. Like,
Have
if
we
you're-
talked about?
If you're a guy, yeah,
What do you
Have we?
mean?
like you have to try like sucking dick for money before.
Oh.
Like, all right, I guess I don't have a home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wonder if anyone it like
Eh.
pulled them out of homelessness.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Start a small business.
that's what if I see a homeless person, I'm just like, you're homophobic. You just don't believe in sucking cock, and you're scared of homes. Sorry to look so intensely at you.
Yeah. Why'd you hit me with that?
So what? So you did the hair up for Fringe?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, I think I'm nervous, honestly, for leaving for a month.
Yeah.
So I'm like doing all this stuff that's like supposed to take care of things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you ever have that? Like, before you leave, you're like just like taking care of so much shit. So it feels like it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just go just do all my laundry and just get my hair done.
Yeah. Oh, so you think you're like doing these things?
I think I'm
Out of
anxious. Yeah, I
fear.
think I'm
Yeah.
anxious.
Don't you spend so much money before a trip?
Yeah.
It's like the trip is
Yeah.
already so expensive.
And then yeah.
you're buying all this shit that you never use.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a neck pillow?
Yeah.
I have a neck pillow. I also have coins
Oh.
for you.
Oh, in how much money is it?
I don't know. It's just SB
Oh, I'll
gave me a
take-
handful
I'll
of
take,
coins.
dude, I need
Yeah.
I'm poor.
Yeah. It's funny how they pay in coins still.
Wait, how are you taking a month off of what you do? John?
Well, I tutor, so I'm actually not taking the full month off, so I'm doing some of it online.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Are your hours going to be all fucked up? from
Yeah.
that?
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna do some. I'll do less.
It's
but
a
I'll
lot
do
of
some
Asian
it.
students, right?
Yeah.
So technically you're closer to them geographically.
They live in New York.
Never mind.
Nice try, though.
Yeah. So did you tell them that you're going away?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So
Yeah.
now they're just gonna be up at like 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like,
No, they're okay. So it's like, well, it doesn't matter, but it'll be like 10 o'clock for them and like 2 p.m. for me or something. Like
oh, that's not
yeah,
too bad.
it's not too bad.
Yeah. I always thought it would be nice to dig a hole down to China. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to believe in that too.
Yeah. My cousin tried to do it.
How far did they get?
He just like
They.
Venezuela. He he didn't get very far because I think he hit a pipe. He hit like a water or like a sewer
yeah.
pipe in the backyard.
Classic.
Yeah, classic
Classic
trying to dig.
obstacle to China.
He didn't want it bad enough.
China's full of shit.
Yeah. I think I'm anxious to leave.
Yeah, that makes
I just
sense.
get in a weird state of mind before I leave.
It's
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
There's so
It's a
many people
long
going
time
now.
to be away.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
I just like don't know what to expect, you know what I mean? Like
yeah. Well, you went for a week last year, right?
yeah, and even that felt like kind of long.
Yeah.
Dude, a month. And it's like
You'll
a
get in
tiny
the
room and like
swing of
we're
it,
doing
yeah.
the show every day.
That's what you're gonna hate. You're gonna hate the show by the
I know,
end.
dude.
Yeah, but that's
Like I can't
okay.
do something every day.
What you guys have
A play.
a play? That's awesome. How long did it take you to write it?
Several like 5 months maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, is it good?
I don't know.
Can I read it?
I don't know. Like
It's about quitting comedy.
yeah.
It's probably good.
I think it's good. I think
Yeah.
it needs work. Like I think it will evolve. It's
Yeah.
hard because we can't rehearse with all the people in person yet. Like
yeah,
Wait.
so it's all been over because some of the comics are in the UK.
right.
So it's like I just don't know like how the chemistry is gonna feel. Like
But
you know
that's
what I
kind
mean?
of fun because then it'll like come together while you're there.
Yeah, I think it will. I
you
think
don't want to peak at the beginning and then get
that's
tired
true.
of it.
I think probably by the middle of the month it'll be like, oh, this is like really good.
Yeah.
And then by then it might be like, all right.
All right, well, we gotta quit
yeah.
comedy.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called quitting comedy. Their play.
Yes.
Nice.
I think you guys are gonna have a blast with it, though. That
That's gonna
sounds
be really fun. You're gonna
I
be
just-
like a Scottish man or something.
I
Yeah,
hope.
true.
I hope, dude. Why do you think I?
You're gonna try to like be like, I'm just like your mom.
Yeah.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
have any
Something.
kilts
Um.
or any javelins you can throw?
Do they do javelin over there?
Yeah, I think so. They like chuck
Pierce them
logs
in the
around.
heart.
Yeah.
They do crazy shit. Their
Yeah.
sports are like
Oh, they drink
throwing
whiskey.
tires.
You should watch the movie Brave before you go.
Oh, is that the cartoon?
Yeah, I call it an
With the-
animated show, but
Okay.
whatever, cartoon.
With the woman with red hair.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Merida.
I had
right?
sex in a movie theater to that movie.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, that was
You
the
had
most
sex
adventure.
in a movie theater?
Yeah, and then I don't have sex at all.
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes.
Were there other people in the theater?
No, it's empty
Okay.
theater. We were back row.
Nice.
It was like towards the end, so I don't know how the movie ends. I assume she does something brave.
Looks like a lot of women did brave things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
That's-
wild, dude.
Yeah.
Sex in a movie theater?
Yeah, it wasn't
That's-
like too what do they call it? Copulation.
How do you even but how do you like even you know
Like
how
I
does
was
that work?
sitting, she was like on top. It was like yeah.
nobody noticed?
There's no one in it. There's no one in the
Oh.
theater.
I mean, the guy in the security room probably
It's just like,
noticed.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I used to work at a hotel and I'd have to look at all the security cameras.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because like now I'm so tuned into cameras because like I used to just watch people.
Yeah.
But people like do not ever feel like they're being watched. And
Yeah.
they do
Oh,
stupid shit.
Yeah.
I do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like even in like a changing room, like that guy has to be
They have cameras in changing rooms?
I think so,
That has to be
right?
illegal.
Well,
That's
I think it's
totally
like
illegal.
to protect theft.
Dude, but
But you can't have it.
you can't have it
Theft
in the
rules
changing room.
all.
There's literally naked people.
That's
Do you get
illegal.
naked in a changing room?
What?
Yes. You don't?
No, you like trying on underwear.
You
and
seem
stuff?
like you've never
Oh, you try on,
tried
like,
on a
Pants
shirt.
and shit?
with
and
no
a shirt.
underwear.
Yeah,
Alright.
but still, I don't want. Wait, you
I
can't-
consider naked to not have any
even if you're not gonna be
undergarment.
full nude in a changing room.
Underwear is like
You can't have it in there.
you definitely can't have a cameras in changing room, dude.
I think you can.
No, I don't think you can.
He has to go
You
remove.
fucking better not.
He has a lot of cameras to remove.
I got a lot of phone calls to make.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look this up real quick. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's definitely illegal.
I'm basing this all off of one Family Guy episode I watched.
Oh.
So
Oh, so then, can you have cameras in dressing rooms?
maybe they have to say, like, hey.
Only 13 states in the U.S. prohibit the use of security cameras in dressing rooms.
What?
And
Wow.
New York isn't one of them.
Wow!
What the
This
fuck?
That's
is
right.
not okay.
Time to stop getting nude.
Everywhere you look, there's a camera, even in the dressing room.
What?
Wait, this can't be real, dude.
That's
It
not.
is
what's
real.
that?
This
source.
is from Big Frog 104.
The truth is
Big
told.
Frog. Well,
What a-
Big Frog fucking said
Yeah.
it. That's where I get all my news.
What about legalmatch.com? Dressing room camera laws. Whether or not, okay, it depends on the state. Let's see.
That's why I hated being a nanny, because I just like, not that I was doing anything weird to the kids, like I don't want you to see me eating all your food. All the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably
Do they
like
have
a
cameras in the house?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh shit!
But,
It's
like,
definitely
do
a
you think,
sport
do you think
for
that
like
most
rich
parents do?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Do
I-
they eat their food all the time?
Dude, I got fired from a nanny job
For eating their food.
because I would just be like, I
Well,
was
they
like,
should offer their food. That's
Yeah.
what
no,
think.
I nannied for a family that they were like, I wasn't allowed to eat their food, and one time I like took a little bit of their peanut butter, and they called me out on it.
I'm
Wow.
And
scared.
then another family, I was like 21, and like their kids were napping, and I was like in a full on fight with my boyfriend, like crying in their kitchen. They were like, "You're unstable."
Oh my
They saw the whole
God.
thing on camera. Wait, did you know there were cameras?
No,
Oh,
That's
No.
terrible. That's the thing is, I think they have to tell you there's cameras. if
but
there's
it's probably like
cameras.
in the little corner or somewhere.
Yeah, it's just like on the
but
ground.
it's like such a fun. Like you can't counter it because then it makes you seem like you're like not a
Yeah.
good person.
yeah,
But it's like nobody wants to be watched like that.
yeah,
no,
totally.
except the liberals.
And if you
Just kidding.
if you want your kids protected, quit your job.
Yeah, I think it's all just for stealing. I don't think they actually look at breasts.
Well, they still are looking.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, all right.
Also,
You're like, but
How do
they're
you
not
get into
getting
it? How do you
aroused.
get into a job like that?
also, wait, you know
I'm
that
super pervy.
you know
I'd
that
be great
Nathan
at
for
that.
You episode about the guy who loves big tits, the security guard who loves big tits.
No.
You don't know?
I
No.
don't know that one.
No, you gotta know.
Wait, when they're in that back room?
No,
Oh, I love
It's
Nathan
like-
for You.
you guys have seen that show. Right? You've seen it, right?
I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't really remember. The closing stores. Well, someone says no, that's illegal. Only 13 states have laws prohibiting the use of.
Is this
Wow.
the Frogman again?
No.
I think it depends on where you go.
legalbeagle.com.
If you go to like a Marshalls, they're gonna have cameras. You know?
Oh, Marshalls, they're like, please take some of this.
Yeah. If you go to like a Lululemon,
Oh,
A Lululemon.
they don't have cameras,
they
but
probably won't. Or
that's
they would
like-
have a woman on the screen,
a woman on the screen.
like on the
Oh.
security.
Oh, you think
I-
so? Or a, all right,
Yeah.
gay man.
Or a gay man.
It's
Yeah.
so annoying.
Gay man.
Like my Rite Aid, they like lock up the Red Bull and like Gatorade, and it's just like
Why?
Yeah, that's annoying.
It's like, can you just not? How much money are you? How many people
I
are
hate
really
the
coming in and
deodorant. Yeah.
stealing?
the
Yeah.
deodorant. It's like, do you want us to just smell like shit?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to call a lady over and be
Yeah.
like,
I
hey,
know.
I'm stinking in the pits.
Also, it's like you can only
They-
go for one errand then, because like, okay,
Yeah.
let's go here. Now I gotta go here. I
Yeah.
need razors. Now let's go over
Bring her
to this
around.
aisle.
Bring your
Yeah.
keys. Come on. Yeah.
It's so stupid.
But then like things like anal lube are just untethered.
oh, out, yeah.
Yeah, you can just pick them up.
But you know how awkward that would be to
Yeah.
stand there while they unlock your
Yeah, hit the
anal
button.
lube.
Oh, I bought
Yeah.
a vibrator from Rite Aid, and it was
No
in one of those
way,
boxes.
dude.
It was a really
Does that mean it was like
dark
a
period
spur,
of my life.
spur of the moment, spur of the moment vibrator?
No, I didn't have sex for like 2 years anyway. But this woman, I like brought the box up to her. She'd like unlock it, And she was just like, "Oh no," like didn't want to do it.
What?
Like, you have-
You're not allowed to say that.
I know. It's like
They can't pass
she was just like,
Judgment.
judgment on what thing they
She
unlock.
passed judgment. She like then she was like rolling
You
her
guys are
eyes.
fucking selling it.
Wow, yeah.
Dude, you're fucking. You work for Rite Aid. Who the fuck are
It
you?
was
Yeah.
also like 3
That must have been the most
PM.
clinical vibrator like ever. Just like small.
Man,
There were
I
no
didn't
bells and whistles.
I didn't know they.
It just looked like 2 fingers with a latex glove over it.
Yeah, it was very.
Just the guy from CVS.
Yeah, the Geek Squad.
They just come and finger you.
yeah,
We don't develop photos anymore, but
that's what they do now.
yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know you could buy a vibrator from there. I thought
It's
you
not
had
my
to go
proudest
online.
moment.
Yeah, they do have something sometimes. Like at
Oh,
those
you want to know
places.
something insane? One time I bought this was literally 100% for a sketch. I bought a giant purple dildo, but and this was during COVID, and I was it was a weird time, and I was living not at home, and then I took all my shit home, so it was in my parents' house for a while, and then I just forgot about it, and it was just in the drawer of my dresser in my room, and my fucking dad discovered it, dude.
How big was it?
I don't know, it was pretty big. And it was purple too. It was a dildo, which is way
Yeah,
you have
so
to
it
be
was
way
like
more
an-
of a whore to use a dildo. Than
Yeah.
you know, a new cock.
Yeah.
And my dad literally he messaged. He thought that his poker friends were playing a prank on him. So he messaged his poker friends, and he's like, "All right, which one of you stuck a giant purple dildo in my daughter's room?"
And they're all just like,
"Oh, dude."
Wow. Oh
And he
my
waited
God.
a long time before he brought it up to me because he just assumed that I was fucking
Yeah.
This dildo.
Giant
this
ass.
giant. And then I was like, and you know how unbelievable
Oh,
that sounds
God.
when you're like, it was for a comedy sketch.
Yeah. You had to become a comedian just to prove, just to make it okay that you had a giant dildo.
Yeah.
Oh my!
I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't take.
He took it around the block once or twice.
I
I wonder if you feel like the fucking alien. Oh my God!
An alien.
Wow, Malia. How far in could you get that thing? It's not very far.
Dude,
That
it's
is the funny thing
it's
because
I've never used anything like that. I don't know. I think have you ever used a dildo?
Not a giant
Dude,
dildo.
you must be a huge whore. 'cause, I'm who is using
I get my
it?
vibrators from CVS. I'm not fucking giant
you took
dildos.
dildos from ShopRite.
Yeah. That's more of a Costco item in bulk.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And it's just purple.
It's
and was it
purple and It also has a wall suction.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, you whore!
I know. I know. Can you imagine, if I were a dad and I found that in my daughter's room,
I would
I'd just
kill
myself.
I would
Yeah.
definitely kill myself. That's so crazy.
That's so
God.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh man! And you so do you still have it or is it gone?
I don't know where. It's probably still in that room.
His poker friends are just like.
Did I even follow you on Instagram?
I'm all in.
It's like Gary
Yeah.
Borey.
Hey, your dad said you're
Yeah.
a pretty spunky lady.
Just a picture of him in front of a historical monument.
It's always
Hey,
from up
looking
here.
good, Malia. God, I
All
remember
grown up
when you were
now.
just a little girl.
Dude, that would work on me. I'd be like, oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm lucky. I'm not a woman.
Well.
Unless I take a test online. But
You're an ugly woman.
yeah. But so I never had the pervy, family friends or whatever. But we did have this one woman who was it There's this one family friend who was like, I must have been like 7 or 8 years old, and every time I walked in the room, she'd just be like, "Oh, there's my boyfriend." I would get so uncomfortable. Yeah, it was so weird. I was just like, and she'd just be like, "Come here," and I'm like, "Ah." She was like seducing me.
Oh no, Mrs.
She
Robinson.
always wanted me to like
I can't
hug
believe
her and
adults
stuff.
were like that.
I
you
know.
Dude, I used to have to give my mom's friends massages.
Oh my
And then
god.
they'd be like, "Here's $1," and I'm like, "I just rubbed your back for 30 minutes."
Mom just sex
$1.
trafficked you.
That's how like my grandpa would pay us to mow the lawn. He'd be like, "Great job, 2 hours, lawn looks good. Here's a quarter. Oh yeah, I have some oatmeal in the refrigerator if you want it too."
Dude, when I was like 14, because I did I did like cross country and track when I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
And I would like go to this gym near my house, and there was this fucking like 40-year-old bald fat man who would always be like, you look like a model." And I was literally 14, dude.
Oh my god.
Like,
I like how he says model.
and he literally had a kid that I would like babysit in the daycare.
Oh
like,
my god.
next it was
God, dude, I'm that sucks. I'm gonna be that guy one day.
No, you're not,
when
dude.
I
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
You're not gonna hit on
I'm already-
14-year-olds.
I'll tell you this, I'm already turning into it.
Hitting on 14-year-olds.
No, not hitting on 14-year-olds, but I'm seeing the seams come off of my like keeping it to. I like check women out now when they're walking by. I'm like,
Ew.
That's fine though.
is
I
it
do that to
fine?
men.
That's you.
Well, anytime I'm always thinking about what a guy's dick looks like,
Wow.
just out of a space of research.
Yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
you think you've seen enough and like put enough like qualities like attached to it that you might be able to decipher?
Yeah.
Okay. What's like what are some of the signs, the telltale signs?
Well, no, I don't actually know, but it's
As
just,
a podcast in bed? Check.
just like on the subway. I'm always just like, I wonder what that guy's dick looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The subway is like such
Or
a
comedian
horny
I
place.
love the subway. I
right?
get so
It's
horny
really
on the
horny,
subway.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever people like aren't like down for that vibe, I'm like, dude, you gotta get with it. You know what I mean? You
I-
look at someone, they kind of look away. You're like,
I like.
come on, dude, what are you doing here?
I feel like it's like 50% of the cars you get in, you can fall in love, like on a
Oh
subway
yeah, I'm
ride.
always
Oh,
falling in
sure.
Just
love.
be like, I'm in love with that person over there, and they're in love with me. And if we
Oh,
look
yeah,
at each other,
totally.
it's true love.
But sometimes you can kind of feel the vibes.
Yeah.
Me and this guy walked past each other on McDougal, and then we like vibed, and then we both turned around and looked at each other
I've had that.
and like
It's
stopped for a
amazing.
second. We were like, what are we gonna
But then
do?
nobody goes back.
Yeah, then we
Yeah.
just kept
'Cause you're both
walking.
pussies.
Yeah.
And because you don't want to kind of ruin it almost.
Yeah,
You know
I was
what I
like,
mean?
this is perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
We
you're
just
like,
lived
you're
a
like,
whole life
I don't want
together.
him to like actually know who I like. He likes
Yeah.
me like
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And then I text him too much, and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm
Yeah.
good.
We just had that moment.
Yeah. Also, like, I like to believe that when those moments happen, you're gonna see them again. in
Yeah.
life.
Or I look on Craigslist misconnections. That's my dream way to meet
Oh.
someone.
That's a good point. I've never even checked that out.
Shit.
Yeah. I like to get stoned and scroll through Craigslist
Yeah.
connection.
Oh, I didn't even know that was
I didn't know that was a
a
thing.
thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Craigslist?
You're a young buck.
That's not like,
Craigslist is the place for all like
That's not
lost
humanity.
hope to
they
go.
have that on like Reddit though. They probably have it on Reddit.
Reddit
too.
is like too.
No,
Big. Like,
Craigslist
Craigslist is, like-
misconnections is like,
Oh.
You can, like,
OG.
You can like put it
Oh,
down
I
to
better
like
go
an
on there,
area.
dude, because I fucking
let's-
had one of those.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was in San Francisco, I was like riding the BART, and I was like, there was like this kind of old guy-ish, but I kind of like just liked him. Like I just like thought he was kind of sexy, and I was like looking at him, and he was like looking at me, but you could tell he was like, she's not looking at me.
Yeah.
And then I just like kept looking at him, and he was like he kept being like me kind of, and I was kind of like yeah, and like we just kept looking at each other the whole fucking time, and I was on the
Dude,
phone.
look-
That's
too,
almost
so-
better than meeting them though,
I know.
I'm gonna
that's-
because
pull
that's
up
like the best. If you
misconnections.
I
all you
know.
have
it
is
made
that
me feel good for
idea.
the whole day.
Yeah, yeah,
And it made him feel good too. Like he was like smiling by the end.
yeah.
And he left and he was like turning back hella and I was like, oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scuba shop. Spanish girl walking down Fairfield Ave this morning.
She's definitely not thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like some old white guy.
It was just some guy who
Yeah.
catcalled you. You look like
Oh, I
someone
love
from
it.
the movies.
Yeah.
Artsy, small breast NYC woman. Could be anyone in this room. Really.
Yeah,
Uh,
I love how he says small breast. Like, come on.
Friday
On the
night at
headline, he's like, "Are
Pearls.
you know?
Does this count as a Rockaway Beach? Cute brunette on the A train.
Gorgeous French woman at Chinese. Oh, I wish that was me, dude. Italian man.
Yeah, some of them are just pervs.
Nice conversation.
You told me where L Train Blondie.
L Train Blondie.
Who's that? Not me.
Hey,
Looking for Asian
Andrew.
girl.
Yeah, some of these aren't so whimsical. some of them are like big cock.
Hot
Staten
bitch
Island.
seen on the highway.
Yeah. Some
Where
are-
do I park my car to find this hot bitch?
Yeah, they're not all magical.
Where is Lisa? Oh.
Oh.
We spoke at Lowe's.
Aw. Seeking a certain type of female.
Whore.
Certain type.
Black woman I met
Young,
a couple years ago.
16.
You made me wear a blindfold. Wow, you forgot about me. Wow, these are so romantic.
sad.
These are so romantic.
I know. Some of them are.
Yeah, some of them.
Do you
Hot
think,
girl
do you
on
think any of those
entry.
actually work out?
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope
Dreams come
Italian man-
true.
Do you think they
Seeking a
have one for
friend.
the Bard in San Francisco?
Oh yeah, for sure. They have it all over.
Should I look on it?
Yeah, but don't spend too much time on it.
Why?
I don't think it's gonna happen, Malia. I don't want to get your hopes up. How
My
long ago
hopes
was
are
this?
meant to be up. This was like a few months ago.
Oh, so that's actually pretty recent.
Wait, Craigslist. But it would probably be, you know, it would be so bad if you actually met up to fuck them. You know,
Yeah.
like if I actually met up to fuck this like 45-year-old guy, I would be like, help.
Let me go back.
You know, he'd like have like massage oil. He'd be
Be
Oh.
like all ready
Yeah.
to go.
That's the
Actually-
worst. When someone's over prepared for sex,
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
ugh.
I know that's
Yeah.
why I almost feel bad for guys because it's like it's almost like you can't win because like
I know.
it's gross if like their room is messy, but then when you see that they like really clean their room,
Yeah.
it's like, oh.
Or like, I hooked up with this one guy. He had like so much lube. I was like, this is. I gotta go.
Oh well, I always
He
get
was
kind of
dating an
offended
old
by
woman.
that.
He used to date an old woman.
Oh,
He's the old women. Now that's a trip to Rite Aid before dating an old broad. I get my creams and jellies in order.
Wait, so he just,
It was like an industrial size thing of lube.
so he just like so you guys was it in the middle of fucking that he broke out the lube, or it was like before you fucked?
I don't know. I think it was just there.
It was just like swinging from the ceiling. Like,
It was. I was like, okay, I don't need this.
He's like, Alexa,
yeah.
dump lube on me.
Sex mode.
Yeah, men can't win.
Imagine he's like, sex mode. It just starts squirting tons of lube. He's like, no, normal sex mode. Not this kind. I've turned to leave. Yeah, I think we're pretty much wrapped up here, guys.
Oh, it's just
Great.
getting fun.
Yeah, we can keep going if you want. I was going to allow it to keep going.
We do.
But
SF.
I don't know if you guys have
Wait,
stuff
when
to
did
do.
when did you live in SF?
Oh, I didn't live there. I was just visiting.
Oh,
It was like,
I moved there for a month, so I didn't really live there either.
Oh, just a month?
Yeah, that's as long as I made it.
What were you trying to do there?
It was like a post breakup bad decision 2 years ago.
A PBBD.
Yep, classic.
I moved to New York because of a
Classico.
breakup. It wasn't even really like a breakup. It was like a, hey, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, I got to get out of here. You know?
Oh,
Wait, it only goes back to June?
Huh?
It only goes back to June?
I guess it's just a
Patty, I feel like.
missed connection.
Do you
Oh.
hate living in New York?
Yeah.
I get that from you.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't like,
Yeah.
I like the stuff
Mm-hmm.
that's going on, but like
Yeah.
being in New York is like very saddening. I like
Yeah.
having trees and
Yeah, definitely. Denver will be
people.
fun, dude.
Yeah, Denver will be
I
great.
feel like after I'm like scared to leave, but after I leave, I'm gonna not want to come back. I think
Yeah,
you know
yeah. I
that
get
always happens when you go on a trip. You're like, dude, my life fucking sucks
Especially coming back
home.
into
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah, dude.
It's just like the airport.
One time when I was
suck,
home,
the fucking travel.
I literally got into Penn Station. I started crying because I was so unhappy to be back.
It takes me like
Yeah.
a day to readjust.
Yeah. Everything just feels like so miserable and full of like.
It's just
pain
also
and
sucks.
it feels
suffering.
so hard.
It
Yeah,
sucks
so
when you
hard.
realize other people have been living. Like nothing. It doesn't go on pause. You know.
Oh, that.
Oh yeah.
That too, sort of.
That's kind of like.
Well,
oh,
yeah.
You guys were all doing stuff this whole time.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It just reminds you that like there's always things going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes you want to like either I don't know, just like tap out of it sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I want to quit comedy like twice a week.
Yeah.
Twice a week, I'm like, this is it.
Yeah. Same.
And then I don't even know what happens. I'll just think of a funny joke, and I'm like, well, I gotta.
I gotta
this.
tell this to people.
know.
Yeah. I love it, but only because I don't stop to ever like think about all the
Yeah.
insanity of my life.
That kind of like, because I'm coming up on 4 years now,
Mm,
and like it really starts to seep in because you're like, oh, I get what it is now.
yeah.
And it's not really what I thought it was. It's kind of this other thing. And I could do this, but it's going to take me a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm never going to be as good as like a lot of these people that I look up to, you know?
You don't know that.
Yeah,
though.
you don't know that.
actually
I don't have the
know how
I don't
good
have
you could
the
become.
I don't have like the work ethic to be as good as them.
I guess.
I'm talking about like the greats, you know?
Yeah.
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby,
Yeah.
Crystalia.
Crystalia, Rapey McRaperson.
Right. person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
know what that
I
would
thought
do.
Crystalia was so funny.
You never know. Like, there's different seasons of your. Anyway.
I know Shannon did too.
Yeah.
Shannon's like
She-
a big Crystalia.
She loves him.
Yeah. I think that's funny too, honestly. You never know, like, you know, because you have breakthroughs, you know? So you never know, like,
Yeah.
how far that can go. Like, you know, like, think about you. I don't know, like, think about you now versus you, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You're, like, way fucking better, you know? Probably
yeah.
in ways that you didn't even expect that you could become better.
Yeah. My
Right.
facial game has gotten way
Your
better.
facial
I
game.
do like eyebrows now.
Oh, an act out with your
Yeah, an
eyebrows?
act out.
Nice.
Yeah. I just feel better on stage than I used to.
Yeah.
I feel
I feel
like
better on stage than I
more
do
relaxed.
in regular life.
I know,
Yeah.
a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they do say like your real persona is on stage and the fake
Oh.
one is the one you do when you're doing to other people.
Who says that? That's a cool thought. I'm way cooler
Yeah.
on stage
Yeah.
than in real life.
Yeah. I know.
I
You know,
feel
it's like when you have like a good set and then people from the show like want to talk to you and then you're like, I just can't. I have to leave because I'm
Yeah.
like, they're not going to be like, I'm going to let them down, you know?
Yeah.
the only thing people don't want to talk to me after my set. People come up to me and they're like, "Why do you hate yourself so
Oh, yeah.
much?"
I've gotten that too. They're like, you need to believe in
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
I'm like, dude, you
They're
don't know
like,
me.
they're like, "You're not ugly."
Also, like,
Yeah.
what's
I was like,
funny?
that wasn't the essence of the joke.
Yeah.
What's funny about believing in yourself?
Yeah,
you know?
true.
Yeah.
What do you want me to
If I
come on
believed
stage
in
with a big
myself-
swinging dick? Like,
Yeah.
I guess some people do.
Big purple swinging down
Big purple
wall
dildos.
mountain.
You know what I want to do?
Ride that purple dick.
With,
Wait, how does a
with
wall
your
mounted?
dad's friend?
Does a wall mounted?
Dude, I'm
thing
gonna try
feel
to-
like this?
I'm gonna. Yeah.
You could put it on a
I
chair.
think you. Or yeah, you put it on. Or you put it on a chair and you
I
kind of.
didn't know you were so
On a chair.
physical on this
And you
podcast.
just like slowly lower yourself, and you're like, hold on. And then you just kind of.
I think if I did that, I would kill myself after.
Wait, you're 22? 23. Okay.
Why?
No, never mind.
You're lucky you still got that
No,
dildo size
I feel like
vagina.
I feel like when I was younger, I was like, yeah, you have to have a big dick, and then you get older, and you're like, nah, it's okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah. I don't necessarily think like they have to. I've never been like into big dicks.
Size
you know?
queen.
No, size queen. I feel like it's more like
You're not a Christiana
No.
Jackson.
no. Crazy.
She's just like, if you're white, your dick is just too small for me. Or if you're a Virgo, you got that floppy dick. She told me I had a floppy dick because I'm a Virgo.
She saw it.
No.
Oh.
Is that just like soft?
Yeah, she's like,
mean-
you got a floppy dick. I'm like, why?
Aren't
She's
all
like,
dicks
you're a
floppy?
Virgo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she meant like even when I'm rearing to go,
Oh,
I'm ready to rummage around.
classic Virgo.
Classic Virgo trait. It's like, nope, I ain't taking no time with no floppy dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
I think I can cut out a lot of the low points.
I feel really bad. I'm gonna message you tomorrow. Like, I'm so sorry.
Why?
Oh, I'll
No,
take
it's
full-
my. It's,
I feel like it's my.
no, it's my
responsibility.
responsibility. It's like,
Yeah.
but also
you know.
like, we don't need to talk about this, but like, every podcast is just a podcast. You
What
know,
does that mean?
it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, but
Nobody
like,
watches.
Someone I heard an agent. I was like at this women's thing for comedians, whatever.
Yeah.
And the agent was like, a podcast is just a business card. It
Yeah,
was so depressing. It was
Aw.
like, it's so much effort.
Yeah.
People are
yeah, but
putting
it's
in.
fun.
I
It's
hate
fun
when
to
people
chat.
talk like that about comedy, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you want to just like stop?
Yeah,
Like, what's the
like,
point?
I watch other
Or, like-
people's podcasts. It's not like
Or like
I
I've heard
enjoy
comics
them, you know?
say like, "Oh, reels like I don't even care about the reels I post. It's just like," or they're like, "Oh, I don't want comics to see the reels I post because I don't like them, but it's just
Oh.
for engagement or whatever."
Yeah,
That makes
seems just
that makes
phony.
me like depressed
Yeah,
when I hear that.
yeah. I don't think all that's gonna work though
Yeah, probably not.
in the long run.
Probably
You know
not.
this long run we're always talking
This
about.
is a long game, baby.
Yeah.
This was fun.
This was fun. Thank you guys for coming. I
Thanks. Your
appreciate
bed's
it.
very comfy.
Do you
Yeah.
have? Oh, thank you. It's a nice. What is this? Casper.
Oh, this podcast is sponsored by Casper
Casper.
Mattress.
Actually, I think it's not Casper. I think it's something else.
that's-
It's a squishy.
Avocado?
One of the squishy ones.
An avocado.
Is that a new one?
I
I don't think
I
it's
don't know.
that. There's also on this mattress. There's like a huge blood stain
Oh
on
my
my
God.
leg.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah, from my vagina. Because I had to get surgery on this leg,
Oh.
and it was just like leaking blood
Oh.
like,
Ah,
all the time.
God.
But that's like on the mattress, you know, not on the sheet or anything.
Nice. Thanks for telling us. And
Little
everyone
fun
online.
fact. Do you guys want to promote anything?
You can follow me on Instagram.
Yeah,
It's called Malia Simon.
It's called like
Yeah.
It's called Malia Simon.
No, it's that would be funny though. It's called-
And also,
Should I change my?
Are you guys doing cult when you come back?
Maybe
Okay,
it's on a break
that's
right
up
now.
in the air.
Yeah.
Chloe's got Legendary Air on Radio Free Brooklyn.
Yep, 5 p.m. or or in the archives. So really, whenever. And follow me on Instagram at Bay Romano.
There it is.
No
Well,
one gets it.
Thank you guys so much. Should we sing the song, the News from Bed song?
Oh, I don't know it.
Malia
News
knows
from
it.
What?
bed.
Oh, sorry.
News from bed.
Once a
News
penny,
from
twice a
bed.
penny.
News from
News
bed.
from bed.
Good night.
Wow, that's the best night of my life.
Oh, that's fun.